What is up, and welcome back to another episode of Andrew's Garage. Today we're doing a little bit of different stuff. I got my grandpa's Model A seats in here, and I'm gonna start the process of me recovering them, putting 1-inch foam on top, and then doing pleats like I did his back seats, and using 1/2-inch sew foam. I gotta make a pattern for each of these, make side patterns, stitch them around, do a double stitch here, make it look like piping. I don't think it'll be too bad. It's pretty small, so it's not a lot to work with, but getting everything to look decent when you wrap it around, that's the hard part. I'm always up for a challenge, so we'll get the camera set up. We'll go ahead and start by putting this foam over top of this, recovering it, and getting a good base to start.
They avoided it, it's been dry all evening. Others haven't been so lucky. I think the heaviest downpour is actually on the west side, along 75 through 275, down through Florence, and on the Newport side as well. That has finally been lessened. If you look at the city here, off in the distance, you can see 74 in blue ash. That's likely due to some change to a pool. I will pull that loose. Keep that umbrella handy over these next few days. We'll still have spotty downpours, and again, that's rich water. 15% on the other side.
Alright, so basically I got the basic pattern stitched out, got it centered out on the seat, and then this is where the bars came over where the seat can fold down, back here. That's where those are, so I had to trim them back, and I left a little extra so it folds around so you can't see the material. Basically what I'm doing is stitching the skirt on that'll go around the base of the seat and pull down tight and staple to the underneath side. And this is my least favorite part about sewing, is stitching this on. And I've learned my lesson with having foam attached to it, then trying to line it up. It's impossible, especially with trying to stitch through it, especially with it being 1/2 inch. It would be impossible for me to stitch through it. So I have to pin it all the way around, stitch it all the way around, flip it over, do a double stitch to make a bead look, and then I will glue material or foam to the seat here, and then fold the material down and around, and that'll help it make it look like there's something behind this, and add a little more cushion, hide some of the defects and the foam and everything else. But yeah, it's just makes it a whole lot easier if you stitch this on without foam on it. I don't have the right equipment to not do that. So I'm gonna get it all pinned here, and then I'll throw it on the sewing machine and I'll stitch it up.
That's right. All black cars.
There it is in its finished state. Now, I'm happy with it. I think it turned out pretty good, especially because from the factory, they didn't look all that great. Not to say mine doesn't look good, but I think it turned out just fine for what he wants to do with it. And I think it's a lot better ride being with 1 inch firm foam and then half-inch sew foam. So that's 3/4 inches worth of more than what I had from the factory. So it kind of sits more firm. Now it doesn't retain you as well, but it's not bad, especially for being, what is it, 70, 80 years old seat. So it's pretty good. All the wood was in good shape. I was able to staple it to it real well. And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment sections, and we'll see you next week for another episode of Andrew's Garage.